new at 22 items, and the entire brand is new. I mentioned that it was a sweet. I mentioned that it had to do with pies. We have never had this brand called Biti Pies on the air before, and you will be getting a total of 16 mini individually wrapped pies, 8 in buttermilk and 8 in pecan, and we have Kimberly Grayson joining us to share the story of this brand and how the name Biti came to be. Hi.
Hello, Sharon.
How are you?
So I am bringing you made from scratch itty bitty pies from Amarillo, Texas, and the name Biti comes from 2 different places. Certainly it's the size, right? We love how small and personalized these pies are, but this is the story of the Huffaker family who was baking pies with a family tradition at home, and Mom always had by her side her itty bitty daughter who came by the name Biti because she would roll out the dough and make her own individual pies every time Mom baked.
So she would make her own little mini pie for herself every time her mother baked. That is an exquisite shot of the pecan that you see right there, and you're getting 8 of those. But then you're also getting 8 in the buttermilk. And if you know how expensive it can be to get the butter and the flour and the pecans and whatever it is that's going into the pie, and you realize that each one of these home baked from scratch is $2.50 each. Here's all 8 of the pecan. Here's all 8 of the buttermilk. Let's start with the buttermilk because I know some people, I personally have never had buttermilk pie before. What's the flavor like?
This is a Southern favorite traditional recipe, and I'm going to tell you it's sweet. It's creamy. I'm going to hand you one as I'm describing it so you can try.
I love it.
This is a combination of a buttery richness and a sweet creaminess. And when we put that together with the flaky pastry, which was equal parts shortening and love, you have something that is a true delicacy. And as you look, you're showing how creamy and soft this is. And what I love, Sharon, is this is great straight out of the package, but when you warm it up just a little bit, all of the flavors, all the sweetness comes out.
It's almost like a custard.
It's exactly that. And it's a mix of this combination of the sweet and the buttery. It's a custard. And what we can do with this custard is not only can we warm it up, I'm going to give you one little fun fact. We can serve this frozen, and it almost becomes like your favorite ice cream sandwich because it is a creamy custard.
That would be like a creamy frozen buttermilk.
It is so good. It's insane.
I have to tell you the balance of sweetness. Yes, it is sweet, but it's not syrupy sugar sweet. It's kind of perfect. And even, I'll be honest, a lot of times I'm not that impressed with pie crusts. I just want to eat the middle. The crust is yummy. Like the crust on its own is delicious.
I would agree.
You're getting 8 of those pies, and we're going to talk about how they are packaged because they come in their own little tin on the bottom and then individually packaged beyond that. But I do want to talk about the pecan.
Yes, and the pecan is a mix of farm-grown pecans straight from Texas. We mix that with brown sugar and butter to create this deliciously creamy, soft center with that little bit of bite and crunch of pecan in every single taste that you put into your mouth.
Sometimes the inside of a pecan pie can be so dense, you can only eat a bite or 2. Look at how dreamy this is right here. I mean, you can see how incredibly moist this is. I mean, there's a lot of richness of flavor, but it's not dry and dense like sometimes pecan pies can be.
No.
And you know what else too? Look at the way they're packaged, because you get these pies here, but they come in these tiny little tins, and then they're individually wrapped on top of that.
So what I love is you can take these on the go. You can pack these in a lunchbox, and you can also decide you're going to take out and serve one at a time. But when you decide you want to put these out as if you baked these from scratch, they are as simple as, I'm going to show right here, taking them right out of the tin.
Right.
So, we're showing all the beautiful ingredients, right? This is everything that goes in.
Well,
but
butter,
as simple as
sugar.
taking them out of the tin, you have this beautiful crust that is all nice and golden brown. And now all you need to do is give it either a little bit of warmth, serve it straight from room temperature, or I'm going to show you the frozen one, Sharon.
Is this one really frozen?
This one is really frozen.
Can I take a bite of it frozen?
Yes, you may. So you can see just that little bit of frost because I took it right out of the freezer. Here's my package, and I am going to cut one up right for you.
Oh
so
my
you
God.
can enjoy.
This would be the cutest. Make these little pie, like itty bitty pie wedges out of it, and it's going to be more like ice cream.
How delicious. There you go. Enjoy. That is just a frozen treat delicacy.
come on.
Like an ice cream sandwich, right?
I don't even know what to say. I mean, all throughout summertime, what a frosty, delicious, unique.
Oh, I love it.
Interesting, sweet, home-baked from scratch treat that you can bring out. And by the way, because we have a chat going on Facebook on QVC's main page, and Leanne is there chatting with you guys. Everybody's saying there's always room for pie.
There's always room for pie, especially an itty bitty pie.
An itty bitty pie, and you're getting 16 of them total. So this amazing pie, you're getting 8 in the buttermilk, which is lightly sweet. You're getting 8 in the pecan. They break down to $2.50 each. And because of its size, it is the perfect portion control. You don't have to share it with anybody.
No.
I mean, it really is the perfect size for just you, or if you bring them out for your kids, for family and friends, or put them on a dessert table and slice them in half, and then everybody can try half of each. That is going to be a magical little combination to go on that Easter brunch table.
And what I love is that everybody can have their own. So if you want to have a very generous piece, you can go ahead and have half of each, or even try 2. But this is just a perfect portion size, and whether you serve them exactly the way they're made, because the flavor profiles are perfect, but you can go ahead and plate them up with some other favorite items. We just have a few serving suggestions here. I love plating with just a dollop of ice cream or a dollop of whipped cream. I think it's fantastic with just a little bit of fruit to add just some color to the plate, right? We just absolutely love that. And because of the flavor that's already in here, which is vanilla bean, and it's a little bit of lemon zest with the custard, it just is a perfect combination.
And something I want to say super fast, these are starting to get very limited. Our first new at 22 item. It's pie that you can travel with. You don't really need the fork. You don't need the plate. It's self-contained. I forgot to mention that, so please eat it outside. Have fun with it. 8 in the buttermilk, 8 in the pecan. All 16 come home for $39.98, and your shipping's free. And 57883. Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon.
But as a reminder for you, our second new at 22 item is going to be happening in a little less than an hour at 5:22. And that one, I'm going to